Hello and welcome to Two Wheels Anderston, a space where I would like to help make cycling in our part of Glasgow safer, easier and more accessible. I'll make some short videos where I sum up why cycling is important and how it helps everyone in the city, regardless of whether they cycle or not. But first, let's start with something easy and look at Anderston's segregated cycling infrastructure. That's where you should be able to ride a bicycle without having to share the space with cars, buses, taxis or pedestrians. I hope it helps people who feel less confident, since I'm sure experienced cyclists already know their way around. Please make sure you also watch the next video where I take a closer look at Anderston's secure bike storage, or the surprising lack of it. Time to get on a bike! If you enter Anderston from the southeast, this is where you find our best bit of segregated cycling infrastructure. It starts right by the pyramid and takes you almost all the way to Kelvin Grove Park. It's a bi-directional, physically segregated bike lane. It's not perfect, but it should feel safe enough for less confident users. As always, I recommend being cautious anywhere near cars. Most drivers are responsible people, but sadly, you can't always trust each and every one of them at every occasion. This path has a few weak points where you need to be really careful. This traffic light used to be one of them. After several months of tedious reporting and documenting, the traffic light now works correctly. It can be a very long wait, but you should get a green light just for bikes once the green light for St. Vincent Street car traffic ends. That's left and right from where you are. Don't sleep on it, it doesn't last long. There's always someone. That puddle is also not always there. You're expected to cross the street over the painted section and wait at the pedestrian crossing. Today we're really lucky, sometimes it takes a lot longer. The need to switch sides and wait, once again, really takes away from what's otherwise a very decent infrastructure. It's a lot easier for the remaining part, but not without one particularly hazardous exception. If you want to continue north on Elderslie Street, this section is pretty poor. There's nowhere else to wait than here, blocking the path for people turning left, so this guy is not doing anything wrong. If you continue on Berkeley Street, just be careful when passing the bus stop, and mind people crossing here during school start and hours. Now, this is where you need to be extra careful. This spot is notorious for drivers blocking the lane or entering traffic without checking for bikes. Don't just rely on things like high-vis helmets and lights. Be careful, ring a bell, be extra cautious. Also here, where they could be turning left. Here's another crossing I reported over and over again for traffic light faults. Now has improved cyclist detection. You should get your green light eventually. Okay, so this is the same cycle path coming back. It's a bi-directional lane, so you will be traveling in the opposite direction than the oncoming traffic. Same warnings apply, stay safe and enjoy. That's it for proper segregated bike lane network, but we still have two short sections to cover in South Anderston. Many people think the bus lane to the right is a bike lane. It's not, it's marked as bus only at both ends. This shared space by the river, however, is part of National Cycle Network. There's a section of segregated bike lane on the right. You have to get to it first though. Careful here, you're on the road. And the segregated lane starts here. Vandalized in the past, repaired again. It should keep you safe, but it's one way. You can only go west. Look out for parked cars. Some drivers ignore the signs and these small raised barriers. From here on, drivers turning left often ignore the painted line. Case in point, this council van. So this more or less concludes our journey here. You can continue straight on the pavement, sharing with pedestrians, or you can turn left onto the Clyde Arc, sharing with taxis and buses, and each of these will take you through to other bits of shared infrastructure. So I'm just going to show you where it goes. This is the Clyde Arc bus, taxi and bike lane, and this is the shared path by the River Clyde. The last part of segregated bike infrastructure is the SEC tunnel, at least in theory. When thousands of people use it after events at the Hydro, you won't realistically be able to cycle through. Also, prepare for a climb first. The painted line doesn't stop pedestrians from walking on the wrong side either. Use a bell, take it easy, and don't expect to get through very fast. And that's it. That's all of the segregated lanes in Anderston. Fortunately, there's a lot of shared spaces that I will be showing you next time that make this a bit more of a useful network. Thanks for watching, and until next time.